Hello, welcome everyone to Mortgage Insiders Edition. So, this is a special episode for Mortgage Insider Journey. Today, we have our new guest, I would say, Trevor from Wine Group Calgary. And there are a few upcoming changes in 2025 that will be very interesting and I would say sizable changes coming up. So, long story short, Kim is basically for our viewers and listeners. Kim Nguyen, my co-host from the past, is taking a pause, I would say, due to different reasons, and now Trevor would be replacing her as my co-host. So many of you already know me. So my name is Preet Singh. I'm a Wine Group mortgage agent in Alberta, and Trevor is my colleague in Calgary. So both of us, we are licensed professional in the helm of mortgages, residential, commercial mortgages, and we do assist our clients in other secondary fields like insurance and real estate, also with our qualified partners. So, moving further very quickly, this episode will be just a kind of a reintroduction for myself and introducing Trevor to this new phase, new era, I would say, of Mortgage Insiders Edition. Trevor, the floor is yours.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here. I got big shoes to fill because Kim is an awesome mentor and she knows everything.
Yeah.
So, I'm coming into and to replace her knowledge level. I don't want to disappoint. And so, for all the listeners, your audience right now, thank you for welcoming me, and like and subscribe. Everybody, comment. Everybody, make a comment. It doesn't matter if you don't like my hair. I want to hear. Let's get the engagement. Preet, as you mentioned, I'm in Calgary. You're in Edmonton. There won't be any adversarial comments on hockey,
No,
football. This is all deemed for Alberta.
this
So
is this is Alberta, absolutely. And our logo says Alberta Mortgage Insiders Edition. The mountains are there in our logo. So there you go. This is all about Alberta. This is all about mortgages. No comments
exact.
about Calgary.
Wait, no, I mean the markets are going to be different, but we're not going to be focusing on Ontario. We're not going to be focusing on BC. We do have experience, both of us, in
Yeah,
doing financing across Canada because we can do it.
yeah,
But our focus is mostly in Alberta here because it's a different beast.
yeah, absolutely.
It's completely um well, it's different. It's just different. And so
Mhm.
cracking the code, that's what I like about your channel right now is that it's specifically for Alberta. It's Alberta centered,
Yeah,
and that a lot of things that apply in other provinces don't apply here. So this is going to be the first place in which the audience can come to and saying, okay, well, does this apply in Alberta? We're going to know. We're the experts.
yeah, yeah. No, so thank you, Trevor. So I'm super excited and glad to have you as my co-host and looking forward to our new journey 2025 and onwards. For our listeners and viewers, because I already know you, we will give our listeners and viewers on both the podcast and the video series some more know-how about both of us again, and
Yeah,
especially you, Trevor. Right? So Trevor has been a broker since 2003.
that's
And
correct.
the good thing is, Trevor is a broker only person. So he used to be doing other things, and Trevor will add on more about that. Like, I'm just comparing myself basically to the journey with Trevor. So I came from the bank world and I have seen Bank of Montreal, ICICI, TD, and then basically I became a broker by moving gradually through different roles. But from day one, Trevor, since 2003, has been a broker itself. So there are so many
Sure.
different learning curves for each person in each role. And Trevor brings in vast experience from those golden days, the equity lending golden days, till
Oh,
today. And, and Trevor will share those with us in coming episodes and even today, right, Trevor?
that's right. To bring a little bit of my sci-fi geek, out to the audience. if this was the Matrix, then
Mm-hmm.
I would be a child of Zion. So I
Mm-hmm.
was born and raised in the broker world.
Mm-hmm.
The family partner that I worked with at the time, they had tremendous experience in the bank. They had 35 years in the banking industry.
Mm-hmm.
And so I came in on sort of knowing a little bit about how the banks worked, but
Mm-hmm.
more into the broker world in terms of monoline lenders.
Yeah.
That's really what I studied first was monolines, but now I'm transitioning into understanding that uh, Schedule One banks, especially the big five, there are our partners. There's we
100%.
no longer there's the no longer the competition of it's going to be what is suited best, and sometimes the banks are the best way to go, and it depends on the client's need. But as you mentioned, we both are in the broker space, and it's all about the client's best interest. It's going to be
Yeah.
what's going to work for the client end of the day,
Mm-hmm.
and the pros and cons of either a monoline lender or a traditional financial institution. The big green couch, the blue room, the richer than you think. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
What's RBC's tagline?
I don't know. Honestly,
Do
I
they
don't
have one?
remember.
I haven't seen them on advertising on TV. We've got the comfy green couch. That's definitely TD. We've got Scotia richer than you think.
Yeah.
Bank of Montreal blue room, and so RBC is. I don't know. Somebody
I'm
comment for
Googling
that.
right now.
Yeah.
It says, let's make someday happen. I believe that would be, yeah, that looks like their tagline. Let's make
That's
someday happen. So, mhm.
so then our tagline is going to be we got to come up with something. Client's best interest.
We already have a tagline. We are in the people business, and we happen to do mortgages. So
Well, yeah,
let's
that's definitely Vine. And so within that client's best interest, we'll come up with something. We'll come up
we
with
will
something.
brainstorm about that definitely
Yeah.
in future. So yeah, so this is what we think. We will be sharing more knowledge about mortgages with a new face to the team and different perspectives about different products, and then different things happening all around. Like each mortgage broker has a different set of clientele. Some
Yeah.
people work with investors, some people work with first time home buyers. So there's always a good mix of business going on around the year. And it's always good to hear from other people. And sometimes it could be a great fit for our listeners and viewers. It will bring up new ideas, right? So banking world basically has two different channels: the broker world where we stand right now, and the inside mortgage sales force. Being a broker like Trevor or myself, we have access to, as Trevor said, we do have access to many different lenders across the board. It could be a monoline lender. Monoline would mean that they are only dealing with one product, i.e., mortgages, or it could be a Schedule One bank like TD, Scotia, ATB, Manulife Bank. And there are so many other niche products that our investor clients use, or there are some other products like purchase plus improvements, which is one of my favorite products. Which are rarely used, less talked about, and our whole focus, I would say, would be in future we talk about those things on our episodes and share knowledge about those products so that our clients could become aware of those. In the past, Kim and I tried to demystify many different things about mortgage brokering world per se. There
Mhm.
were so many myths about brokers, like why do brokers charge a fee, when do brokers charge a fee, all those things. But because those sometimes messages are lost in a heap of videos, so we will try to reintroduce those messages again with Trevor's knowledge, and we will try to convey where brokers can help you, how brokers are more beneficial than as compared to our bank partners, and
Mhm.
go from there. Right, Trevor?
No, that's we were discussing before when you invited me on to be the co-host. That's the direction that is needed within.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of everybody gets the news, but nobody knows how the news is applied.
Yeah.
Then there's the vernacular that comes with the mortgage, the language that's inside. We're used to that vernacular
Mm-hmm.
because we do this every day.
Mm-hmm.
The audience that is listening to us, they don't do this every day. So it is a constant reminder. There will be a repetitive nature to it, but it's an understanding because we always get the questions. We always have the first time home buyers and they always have the same set of questions. So uh, hopefully what I can convey is, and yourself and myself as we collaborate,
Mm-hmm.
giving a level of knowledge for a person that is entering real estate, whether they are a first-time home buyer, whether they are going to be a real estate investor, whether they want to get into commercial property.
Very true.
We're able to facilitate all of that, and the demystifying is basically the description of the vernacular that we deal with every day.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it. So is Indy. You can't see her though. She's behind me.
Same like me, Trevor. So yeah, so uh, that's what we plan to. We will sit down and brainstorm some ideas. Coming January, we will come up with a brand new episode and start sharing some knowledge, expertise, and new information. There's so many changes happening. Just yesterday, or today, we are recording this on mid-January. Just yesterday, the rate Bank of Canada changed the interest rate, which is again past news now. We
Yeah.
would be looking forward to the new changes that are coming in, especially now in mid-January. Mid-January, there are new changes coming in with refinancing of your existing homes to up to 90% loan to value. And mid-December, there would be changes coming in. Basically, you can extend up to 30-year amortization your purchase, first-time home buyer. And now we just seen, Trevor, you may have noticed the same thing. As soon as those dates are coming closer, the lenders have started releasing more information on that, how they will practice their side of the story. So what I'm trying to say is there's lots of information that will be changing 2025, and we would be here for you, both of us. Our numbers and contact details would be on the screen. Meanwhile, if you have any questions, feel free to tag us along. Trevor, would you like to add anything for the last segment?
Comment if the audience wants us to focus on a particular subject, just make the comment. It could be 2 words.
Yes.
There's what we think should be conveyed, but there's also what the audience wants to hear.
Yeah.
And them letting us know this is what we want to hear first is going to give us tremendous amount of help in the direction of the content that we're going to be providing. But it's going to be super awesome content.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I forgot to mention, we would continue our live video series on Instagram. So occasionally, time permitting, we will also do those in coming new year. Until then, if you have any questions, please feel free to come reach out to us. Otherwise, Merry Christmas to all our listeners and viewers. Happy holidays and best wishes for 2025.
Like and subscribe.
Okay, thank you guys. Take care.
Bye-bye.